All right, we're back again. Daylyt dropped 2 at Joey. Okay, it's a lot. So Daylyt has dropped 3 times today. He dropped in the morning. Joey dropped. Then now he dropped 2 more. This is insane. I'm trying to follow it all. I'm trying to, and you can look through the channel and you can follow it and watch it with me. Everything should be there. I'm reacting to pretty much anything that's of note. So yeah, let's just get into it. The last one was more of like a radio styled banger type song. It was cool. It was not better than Joey's song though. So right now Joey's up. Let's see if this one can top Joey. I just don't think the last one. My fear is with when you're dropping this many songs and this quick, I feel like you may be spreading yourself thin, and then you also might, for lack of a better term, blow your load all over the place, you know? So so then if Joey has more ammo, it's kind of like a war of attrition, right? Like see who runs out of resources first, who runs out of disses first, runs out of angles first. Daylyt dropping 2 at a time, he might run out pretty fast. So I will, but then also, are these songs going to be as good? You know, so there's that too.
We're gonna walk you down real slow. Can I talk to you for a second? See that bar about the bridge? It wasn't for Steez, it was for soul. The very thing that you sold to be cold.
Okay. Oh, the same thing that you sold to be cold. That's nasty. Okay, so this is addressing everybody who thought it was just Steez, which I thought it, like, I just couldn't think of. I thought Soul crossed my mind. Steez was just the only other person I could think of, but I didn't know what he jumped off of. You know what I mean? So I didn't know. In my defense, he also didn't rhyme anything with soul, didn't sound like, or so like it was hard to get soul out of that. I know soul jumped off of something, but I don't know, it was just weird. But I'm glad he clarified. But why would you bleep that out? I'm assuming, I don't know, whatever.
Sober, it was hard watching. Was for soul, the very thing that you sold to be cold. Living sober, it was hard watching my friends grow older. Suicide, taking the conscious ones. The bridge really over, man. I wish
the bridge is over. The bridge is over.
Taking the conscious ones. The bridge really over, man. I wish Steez was alive so he could see this shit live. Hip hop thriving. Look what we did. I put my G's to the sky. Steez, I miss you. This shit for rap beef. Me and Joe don't got issue. Your face tatted right on my arm, so that the world can't forget you. Next to Nip. X, or what do y'all got?
Oh, that's, oh wait, this is gonna make me sad, bro. If this could end the beef, this, or not beef, this isn't beef. I hate when people say beef. Oh, they're beefing. They're not beefing. This is just rap. Beef is like when I see you. What's beef? I mean, even listen to Biggie. What's beef? But this isn't beef.
This shit for rap beef, me and Joe don't got issue. Your face tatted right on my arm so that the world can't forget you. Next to Nip, Prodigy X, or what do y'all got in common? This is bigger than rap. Some depths came from the things we was rhyming. It was scary stuff. Remember the day that Joe made America was blocked from all of the algorithms.
Wait, no, okay, you can't say, okay, when it's a serious song like this, and then you diss Joe in the beginning, it's like, what do you mean? Like, we don't have issues, but you just said he sold his soul. Like, what? Like it's giving mixed signals, but whatever.
It was scary stuff. Remember the day that Joe made America was blocked from all of the algorithms. Government scaring us. They knew they couldn't take me out, so they just shadow banned everything. But what they didn't know is light come from the sky to touch everything. I know that I'm chosen. I could see a part of God's aim. You and I ray for this moment. We got Vaughn in our names, but it's something that they got mixed up about. Angel book typos, angel wings, body and humans know the way.
Sorry, the audio kind of. Is it like fluctuating to you, like it's getting lower? I think like when you make songs this fast, you're gonna have like hiccups like that. Like things aren't gonna be as polished, unless that's just on my side. But you tell me if you're hearing the same thing. Also, like and subscribe. What am I doing? Like, subscribe, do all that.
I didn't know it's like come from the sky to touch everything. I know that I'm chosen. I could see a part of God's aim. You and I ray for this moment. We got Vaughn in our names, but it's something that they got mixed up about. Angel book typos, angel wings, body and humans know the way that this might go. Ain't no quitting. You keep forgetting to respect your religion. You Jehovah Witness. You know the holiday is forbidden. Look to the sky and say that this
holiday is forbidden. That's fire.
to the sky and say that this gon' be better. That's on my soul, it's 47 forever. Word. Watching y'all on YouTube, I wanted to be a part. It was dope watching Jamar Milton mixing knowledge with art. My mind was tender back when I seen that Dime was the prime contender. Fly the spinner, Joe was snapping so hard. See the guy from Sinners, I was locked in. First time on the East, jumped on the Metro. Random DM on Twitter, that's how I met Soul. He introduced me to 47 shit. I saw the masterpiece. Side note, two cats dope as hell. Dash and Ratchet Peak. From that day, I was loving the shit that y'all did for hip hop. Y'all reminded me of the times when it's Pac, Big Nas, Discogs. It was something different about you, Steez. I felt connected, and that was the fact that both of us felt like we unconnected. We was both fighting with knowledge and still try to hold our demons. And then I noticed that we both did a song called Robot Freedom, talking about how we gon' break out the matrix. I can't forget it, and one day you really did it. Look to the sky and say that this gon' be better. That's on my soul, it's 47 forever. Steez, we miss it. Look to the sky and say that this gon' be better. That's on my soul, it's 47 forever.
Oh, that was beautiful, man. Oh my God. Little jabs at Joey here and there. Bro, I need another. I really need a cough drop. Can somebody explain the 47 thing? Soul said 47 on my 47 on my tricep. I don't know what that means. Is that something but Steez or whatever? I never got into Steez and stuff when Pro Era was bubbling. Bro was beefing ethically. That's funny. Yeah, this was nice. This was a nice tribute to Steez with little shots of Joey here and there. And I think it's good that he put this out to kind of clear that up. That was about Soul, not Steez. Which on his side, I can understand where like he probably wasn't even thinking like, oh, I said bridge, you know. So Steez didn't jump off a bridge, but like not everybody knows that. You know, people know that Steez hurt himself. Trying to avoid certain words. I know what actually happened. Steez knows, people know Steez hurt himself, but you know, we may not know the details, right? Like I was unsure myself, but this was a lot. I love this as like a tribute song. This was dope. And I really think it was a nice breather within the battle. And it's kind of like a nice step back, like, okay, like, hey, we're battling, but let's be clear on what, you know, we're not getting that disrespectful. We're not doing that. Like this was needed. I think that was dope. And it was a good way to prevent anything from getting further than what it actually was, just in case there was a miscommunication. Right. And I feel like this was super mature. I think Joey's definitely still up because this really isn't a diss track. And the other one I don't feel like is better than Joey. So Joey's still up on Daylyt. Potentially. Wait. Okay. The last diss track, I don't know if this is which one's better between Joey's last one, between AO was incredible. So it's between AO and the one Joey dropped this morning. The other two don't match up to what Joey dropped, but I don't know which one is better right now as far as AO or the one Joey dropped. I forgot the name of it. But this was great. I feel like there's a lot of that's the right one. WORDISBON. That's funny. Like all of his titles are just some New York slang or something. But I feel like so many lives could have been saved. So many altercations could have been stopped. So many things could have been prevented had other beefs had songs like this. Had, you know, like, yeah, just songs or on the radio, be like, hey, no, there's no beef, we're just rapping. You know what I mean? Like just stuff like that, whether that be beef between the actual camps and violent stuff happening or, you know, between the two artists. We just see it too often. I think this was very good. Now it would be amazing if I'm Joey. Joey has 24 hours because he said it himself. He has 24 hours to drop. So I unfortunately have to stay by my computer. But if Joey's just like F all that, crying on a song, little B word, you know, like if he just straight up does that, I think that would be kind of tough, not gonna lie. But he has to respond. He does have 24 hours. But like then it's very, very subjective to where like, no, I don't feel like this tops what Joey dropped. So does Joey have to keep responding even if it's not good? This is good, but like, let's just say it was horrible. Does Joey have 24 hours to respond? You know what I mean? Like, how does that work? Because now that's when it gets subjective, right? Because there's no objective. This is worse. This is better. I don't know, unless he does a poll on Twitter, but then that's all his fans, right? So I don't know. We'll see. Like and subscribe. Goodbye.